Hi and welcome to my channel. In this video we will set up a simple VPN lab to demonstrate how to create a domain-based VPN using a star community. So let's get started. So here we have this topology. I have this one gateway and this is the other gateway. We can say that this is the external IP address, which is not public IP address, but this is a lab. So this is the external IP address of one gateway, and this is the external IP address of another gateway. Here in this site A, we got this subnet behind this gateway, and this subnet behind this gateway. And the goal here is to make the communication between these subnets go through a VPN tunnel. So here in our smart console, I got two gateways, and now they are using the same policy, but because we are using a star, we will use a star community. So we need, or in production, we use a star community only when a different policy is installed on these gateways. If the same policy is installed, we can use mesh community. But when star community is used, so we need, or when we are using different policies, we use a star community. So now firstly, let's create a new policy here. So click here one time and manage policies and layers. And we click here to create a new policy. Let's call this one DW10, like this. And the installation targets, okay, we need to remove it. Here we can see here, if we right click here, edit policy, we can see that this policy, this very simple policy, is installed on both gateways. So let's remove this one, click OK, and now we can create a new one here. Manage new one, GW10, installation targets, specific, and we can use the 10. Click OK. Okay, so close, and we can install the policy on both, or we need to make this first. Okay, before we need to enable this to be accept, so we don't lose the connection, and log here. Okay, so now we have two different policies. They are looking the same, but this policy will install on GW1 and this policy will install on GW10. So now let's install the policy, publish, and now we have two different policies here. Install this one, yes, install, and we install the next one, install here. So by doing that, now we have two different policies. Every policy have its own gateway. So as I said, we use star community when we have different policies for every gateway. We still have control, so both gateways are controlled by the same management server. But we use star community because every gateway has its own policy. So different policies. Maybe you can enable Facebook on one gateway and disable it on the other one, for example. So now let's So now we have these our gateways. Now the policy is installed. Let's enable VPN. So we double click on this one. On here, not here. Okay, here we need to first enable our IPsec VPN. And this gateway, the JW1, we click this plus and the VPN domain. Here it says all IP addresses behind gateway based on topology. So in this case, when we choose this, all IP addresses will be sent through the tunnel, the VPN tunnel. But we don't need that. We only need this subnet to be sent. As we can see here, this subnet, the 2220. So you can choose it, this one. And here on under IPsec VPN, under link selection, here we need to choose what is the external interface. What is the interface where the VPN will be terminated? And it is the external interface. In this case, it is this one. And we click OK. We do the same for the other gateway. We enable IPsec VPN, go to VPN domain, define what network it is, this one, as you can see here, 16.1.0, and the link selection, we choose what interface where the VPN will be terminated is this one, and we click OK. And now we can create our community. So let's go on the security policies, and here we can see VPN communities. We have default ones, my intranet and remote access, but here we can create a new one. Click here and choose star community. So star or hub and spoke, this VPN topology is used when independent access control is preferred at each satellite location, as we said. Communities are designed for connecting branches or satellite offices to a central location, as we do here. Star VPN communities can operate in one of three modes. But first let's understand what does split tunnel mean. A split tunnel is a VPN configuration where only specific traffic is sent through a VPN, while other traffic such as internet access bypasses the VPN and uses the local network. This reduces the bandwidth usage on the VPN and allows for direct access to non-sensitive resources. So let's first add our gateways. Let's call this GW1 to GW10 VPN, for example. Let's add our gateways here. So this is the central gateway, and this is the satellite gateway. And because we have defined our VPN domain, so we can see here directly what networks should talk to each other through the tunnel. So here we have so many options that we can change. For example, here encryption, we are using, these are the encryption settings. We will talk about these in a coming video, but for now, because this is a simple video, so let's go to the VPN routing. Here we can see I have talked about split tunnel. So the first option here, to center only, this is a split tunnel, allowing local internet egress while maintaining a VPN connection to the networks behind the hub. So in this case, the satellite will use the internet so only this traffic, only traffic from this subnet to this subnet will be sent through the tunnel. Any other traffic will be routed to the internet. The other option here, this one, to center and to other satellites through the center. So split tunnel with additional access to other spokes or networks. So if we had many spokes, in this case, this spoke will be able to talk to other spokes. And here to center or through the center to other satellites, to internet and other VPN targets. Full tunnel, routing all traffic through the hub. So all traffic from this gateway to this gateway will be routed through the center. So to be easy and simple, we can choose this one here. The other important thing here is under advanced and disable NAT inside the VPN community. So disabling NAT inside a VPN tunnel ensures that the original IP addresses of the traffic are preserved, which is often necessary for proper routing and security policies and at the remote side. So let's choose this one also. VPN routing is center only, and let's click OK here. Now what we need is rules. A rule in this gateway to allow traffic from it to the next one, and the same rule at the next gateway. So here let's create a new rule above. So source is this network here, and the destination is 16, this one. VPN, right click and specific VPN communities, and we choose our community. Services, let's choose any, accept, and log. So at the next gateway, same, but different source and destination. So here the source is 16, so let's this one, not this one. Let's be sure. Okay. 16. Snippet. Okay, this one, and then this one, same, right click, specific, this one, services any, accept, and log. So now let's install the policy, both policies. So let's install this one first, and let's install the other one. And when the installation is when the installation process is finished, we can try to test. So I got a machine, two machines, one on this subnet and one on this subnet. So let's go to the server here. Maybe let's wait until the installation process is done. So the first one is done, and now the second one is done also. So now let's generate some traffic here. So we'll go to this machine and let's look what IP does this machine have. Okay, this machine is the 2222. So if we look back here, so this machine is sitting here, and now we will try to ping this gateway or this machine here. So let's ping 22 16 22 16 11 for example. Let's just okay, this one. Okay, now as we can see, we can reach the gateway. So now let's ping the machine, and now we can see it. So now let's put this on our logs here and see the result, how the result looks like. As we can see here directly, here we are encrypting and here we are decrypting. So this machine here do encrypt the traffic and send it to this machine, and then the decryption is happening. So let's now do from other side. So let's now get this machine here. This is my other machine. Let's try. Okay, ipconfig. So this is the IP of this machine. So let's ping the other side, 22.1. So now we are pinging the gateway, and let's ping the machine, and the machine is going to be the same. So let's take the IP of this machine here and try to see the logs. So like this. As you can see, I can try like this. See what logs do we have. So as we can see, all the ECMP traffic is sending through the tunnel. So let's choose this device here, try to surf the internet. And in this case, this traffic should not be sent through the tunnel. So let's go to Google and maybe Go or something. Okay, and this machine is this one. So let's do this maybe like this. And now we can see the normal traffic has been sent directly to the internet, not through the tunnel. So these options here under the VPN communities are very important to decide where all traffic should take its way, through the tunnel or directly to the internet. These options here, tunnel management, VPN routing here. So as we can see, the traffic is decrypted and encrypted and decrypted correctly. So this video is done here. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video.